Hello, my friends at SLCA and those who receive our newsletter. This is it. This is my final newsletter message to you. And that brings with it some stress, maybe some large responsibility of, oh my God, you got to make it so meaningful. I've been sitting with that feeling a lot over the past few weeks as we narrow down into the finality of my tenure at Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta coming on December the 31st. What do I say? How do I encapsulate 8.5 years of service? And I decided to not stress so much on trying to get it perfect, but just to speak from my heart and to let you know what a privilege it has been to learn alongside of you. That's right. It isn't all about reflecting on my position as your teacher, but realizing that all along the way, what we are fellow students. Because in order for any of us to evolve, we must always be in a position of beginner's mind. We must always be doing what it is that we do with a certain level of receptivity. And my time at SLCA over these years has been filled with learning lessons and long spaces of receptivity with regards to how much do I believe in what it is that I'm teaching? How much have I proven what it is that I'm teaching? How effective is my teaching? And all of those things require reflection. All of those things require putting oneself out there in order to be able to gather that data. Basically, it's about getting out of one's head. It's about understanding that there's only so much that you and I can relate to conceptually. There's only so much that can hold meaning for us until you and I venture into the realm of experience. And so, as being a teacher, kind of isolates or silos one's labeling or identity in a distancing pattern. It's as if the teacher is here and the student is here. And I've never fully aligned with that. I've always felt that there needed to be some commonality, some common ground, because we're never just one thing. We are constantly rotating. That means that many times you have been the teacher and I have been the student. One of my favorite opportunities or transitions in the style of being with you happened when we moved to Northeast Expressway, because there we didn't have a stage. And even though aesthetically it might have been great to have had one, what I loved about that, and these are not the kinds of things that you can plan, was my ability to be on the same level as you. I felt that something began to shift in my style and approach into offering lessons, because suddenly I was not on a stage somewhere looking down. I wasn't at the high museum and there was this sort of big moat of distance between me and you. Suddenly we were even. And I loved that. I loved what it did for me as a speaker. I loved what it did for me with regards to being able to see and to identify with you. And so there are many benchmarks and milestones of achievements and disappointments, but the thing that I walk away with most is that being your teacher and being your fellow student has shaped me and molded me in a way that is irreplaceable. It is the ultimate gift. And I thank you from the deepest part of my soulful heart. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to walk in this position with you. Thank you for loving me through mistakes. Thank you for celebrating with me through victories. And the thing that I ask is that as you move forward, that you don't hold back, but you do the same for all of the future leadership that comes. Love them. Love them. It's the most important thing. I feel very protective of that. Don't don't hold them in a position that locks them into the way in which things were done in the past. Give whoever it is that steps into the new role of leadership the ability to be themselves and to teach and to learn in their style. Don't be tempted to poison the atmosphere with comparison. Let them shine. Be the wind beneath their proverbial wings. And to know that by doing that, that the cycle of learning and leading will continue with grace and with relevancy and and with love. And so, on behalf of my entire being and my family, my husband Ty, our fur babies, the way in which you've loved us, thank you so much. May you have a blessed Christmas and a prosperous New Year, and may the road ahead be filled with unexpected joy and expansion. I love you very dearly. Thank you again.